Hi all, I'm Tony, SV Tapatya. We're building a cruising sailboat. It's been a busy old week. Started off this week up at Hazel's boat, getting her ready to launch and a few other bits that we needed to do up there. So that was the first few days of this week, and then been on Tapatya for the rest of the week. And got quite a lot done, happy with progress. It's been, a busy week, but a lot of progress. Let's have a look. Last week I showed you the mini lathe, the new one. And you know, they don't come fully equipped. They come with a few tools and whatever, but they're not completely equipped. It comes with just a dead support, dead center for the tailstock, and you do not get a tailstock chuck. So I purchased this one separately, and when it came, it had a very long end on the tang, and when I put it into the tailstock, first of all, you had to wind the tailstock out a fair way to get the taper to bite, and then it stuck out quite a long way. Well, I suppose a bit like that, something like that. And I thought, I suppose so. And then just by pure coincidence, I was on YouTube, you know, source of loads of good information, and there's a fella, an English fella, talking about these and exactly this chuck, tailstock chuck. And what he told me was that just need to cut the end off, which I would never have considered, to be honest with you. So I did that, cut a good bit off, and I sort of guessed how much, judging by how much he appeared to cut off, and I guessed it bang on by pure luck, really. Because when I whacked it in there, it now, if you just come in, Hazel, you probably won't see it because the light's not that good, but the 0 mark is there, and I can well wind that back to the 0 mark. So that's excellent. Very nice. Great little chucks these, you know, it's quite a big chuck for this. It goes up to 16mm, but really, you know, hold well. And also they go down to nothing. That's the beauty of them. So you could hold, you know, a tiny drill bit in there. I also purchased a set of centre drills. That's okay, isn't it? Yeah. Because you don't get them. 1 or 2 more bits needed. I need to buy a knurling tool. I need to buy a parting tool, although I do have a very thin cutting tool, but it's not, I shall still buy a parting tool. But it's coming on well, and I made my first piece on it. You know, a fairly simple piece, but I made my first piece, and it's fitted on the boat. Yaha! Let's see what happens. 10mm hose, 6mm hose. Simple. Here we are, several hours later, 3000 grit. The last bit, it's now, note, dark. It's taking a while. Last little bit. That's what you want to see, no hint of sawdust. Oh, don't forget that bit, of course. Then the main mast part is fitting, as you can tell, is now in position, although it's not permanently fitted. I've put the bolts up through just to hold it in position, but I cannot fit it until we're out of the shed because it's too high. It won't go out the door if I fit that. So the hatch turtle is not fitted either. That'll just lift off. I'll have to unbolt the main partners fitting here and lift those off to when we drag her out, and then fit them permanently after that. But there, looking good, polished up well. Did the whole palaver through the grits, you know. But it's come up well, happy with that. And that's that done. Had a bit of a sand on the combing caps here, and starting to get some varnish on. Got 2 coats on so far, masted up and just finishing that off, ready for the pull out through the doors there to get her outside. I think we'll be draping a tarp over the front end anyhow, but it was important to have it sealed up and finished. And there is the beautiful grey mast step, painted. Actually only 1 coat so far, I shall put a 2nd coat on it. But that's come up nicely. Also 2nd coated in there and in that motor bilge. And if you just walk this way a little bit, Hazel, pop that out of there like that. And perhaps turn the light on. There, like that. And something I was going to say, these boats have very little in the way of a bilge, and one of the benefits of this bottom step that I constructed is that it forms a nice deep motor bilge in there as well, which is the place where water is most likely to collect, if anywhere. A lovely deep motor bilge in there, and a good place to put a bilge pump or 2, a manual and an electric bilge pump in there. So that's actually quite an improvement, having that step in, I feel. What I've heard other people with similar boats, with Benford dories, tell me they're very dry. So we get a couple of bilge pumps back in there, and probably just a small bilge pump in the main boat, I think. Yeah, make up a little thing to do that with it. That's that. Yeah, and there's the stove chimney in position. Just needs a sort of a wedge-shaped circle so that it sits upright. It should be approximately there, I'd have thought. But that's nice. Happy with that. Also ready to fit. Clearly another thing that can't be fit until we're out, although the actual top only pushes onto the deck fitting, so it's not a problem to remove that at the moment. The chimney parts arrived from Dickinson for the Dickinson Bristol stove. So I've got this section with the barometric damper in it, the deck, through deck fitting and the chimney top, plus a length of pipe that will be cut to length to fill the gap. And this is the sort of underdeck decoration piece really. It's taken a while to get these chimney parts and I've been to and fro in a bit with Dickinson Europe, and they were great. You know, it's a fella, they're based in the Netherlands, and a fella called Willem seems to be the man to deal with there. Very, very helpful. He's been very patient with me. I changed my order a few times. Also, because this is such an old Bristol, the chimney was smaller than the newer Bristols have, so parts were sent to and fro a bit. But Willem was brilliant, and I can really recommend Dickinson Europe. I was very, very happy with their customer service. Outstanding customer service. So I shall speak up for them. And I did not request any YouTubing discount. This is just me telling you they did a great job, and I'm very happy with them. As I said, we went up to Hazel's boat, Alana Wally, and did quite a bit of work up there. Had 4 days basically. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 5 days. Up there, launched, got her afloat, and yeah, it was a busy time, busy and tiring time. Okay, Hayes, noisy outside because they're craning in, aren't they? But what's going on?
We're at the boat.
Hey!
We just did the main shore power.
Yeah, put a fuse box in it, didn't we? One of those fine sensing fuses.
Yeah.
New shore power connection, new socket for the battery charger.
Yeah.
And connected through to you see the glowing LED over there, and the heater's running over by Hazel.
Cool.
So that's good. And then what else have we got to do?
Oh, a lot of things. We've got to put the tank in. Well, it's in already, but it needs to be fixed in. And then
the diesel tank, yeah.
Diesel tank. The composting toilet needs to be, well, it still needs some filling and some painting and all of that.
Anti-foul, of course, naturally.
Yes, and clean all the bottom.
Yeah, and we want to polish the top sides as well, don't we?
Yeah, bought a polisher. The taps, hook the taps up.
Yeah, the hand pump taps, yeah. And that is about it. We're going to get one section of bilge in front of the diesel tank that you want as a beer storage, is that right? Yeah.
Dad said it was a brilliant idea.
Yeah, well it is. Everyone needs a beer store.
It can be used for other things too.
Yeah, other things are possible. Yeah. Good one.
Yeah.
Nice. So it is the afternoon of day 2, isn't it, Hayes?
Yes.
So what have we done?
Well, I've been doing the hull all day.
Yeah, it looks like it. Stay here. So you sand it or scrub the hull off basically, and you've prepped it for anti-foul.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then if I spin around, we'll see the galley is back together. Whale hand pump mounted there. And in the head, same story.
Yeah.
Whale hand pump mounted. Yeah. That doesn't sound like very much. Oh yes.
No, you did the
sort of prep for the diesel tank fitting. Yeah, a lot of prep work for that.
Yeah.
So that's day 2. Still, we're not finished day 2. We can do a bit more yet.
Yeah.
About to go and try and find an extension cable, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're knocking down some boat sheds next door.
Yeah.
It shakes the entire ground, like an earthquake. Yeah, anyhow, getting on.
Yeah.
Not a barnacle in sight. Plenty of noise though. We've also got a new shore power plug in there. And if I open up this cockpit locker, you will see, if it's light enough to see anything, which it may not be. A shore power installation fuse box. Socket and plug for the battery charger. It goes on to the board power and obviously comes back aft to the supply cable and socket. What are you doing there, Hazel?
Wet and drying.
Wet and dry sanding, yeah. Getting those rust stains off. Yeah.
That's what it looked like before.
Yeah. The other side has been done, hasn't it? So it looks pretty darn good, doesn't it? Beautiful. And we've prepped under the water line. Scrubbed that all the way around. And we've gone around with a polish machine on the what I should call white. It's more of a buff. And used the cutting paste on that to bring it back to at least closer to its original colour. Scan up there for you. About to do the green stripe there. Get that green stripe there. And then we'll be ready for some anti-foul, I think. And then here we fitted the galley sink and hand pump. And the same in the heads, I'll just show you that. Same pump in the heads. And the non-pump out toilet is still under construction. But we're getting there. They're all hooked up, the pumps. The tank's empty at the minute, but when we get some water in, they should theoretically at least work. Looking good.
Woo.
Does that not need electricity?
It does not. Good that
is
you asked.
Incredible!
Yeah, isn't it?
Water comes out of a tap without electricity. Does that mean it will work even if your batteries were flat?
It would. It does. Yes, that does mean that.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Where's the washing machine?
Right under here.
Oh. So it's the day before launch. Here's Hazel over here. There she is. What you doing, Hazel?
I'm trying to make a fruit net.
A fruit net. This sounds like essential launching work.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Yeah, no, it's good. Nice, isn't it? Plan is to hang it from that wooden cross member to that eye in the ceiling there, that one there. State of play is that the sort of temporary-ish floorboards where we had to cut the hole for the tank, they're just about done. I shall later on make up some nice floorboards with teak and sycamore stripes. Little hole up there still to do, as you can tell. Under this board here, the bilge is painted out with one coat, isn't it, Haze?
Yeah.
Second coat to go. Other than that, as we showed you the other day, taps are working. We've actually got the kettle on, which is very nice. Things are coming together. Head's just about finished. And the boat is starting to look a bit more ship shape, isn't it?
Working in a tight space.
Yeah. Got it.
So this is the fruit, is it?
Yeah, that's the fruit.
The fruit boat. Oh, there's the fruit. Go for it. Oh, this is exciting.
It'll probably fruit. Oh no. Ah! It holds!
And now the apple.
It'll need to be. Yeah, okay. Go. I believe. Yeah.
It hangs down quite a bit.
It does hang.
I've got serious doubts about your strings. That's it for this week. Thanks for watching. Give us your thumbs up. Click that subscribe button, please. We'll be back. See you then. Bye. And then, as I said, we went up to Hazel's boat, Alan and Wally. And is that right? Is that the right pronunciation?
Alania Wally.
Oh, yeah, do it again. Alania.
I think so. Yeah.
Alana Wally. Alana Wally.
Alana
Wally.
Wally.
Ready?
Yeah. Okay.